You've all heard the expression that content is king. And we know that one of the best ways to engage our audiences, to bring people in, to get them excited about our businesses, is to create great quality content that you put out on your channels. Today's video is going to give you 3 tips on how to structure that content. And it doesn't matter whether it's a podcast, whether it is a written piece for a blog, a newspaper article, or it's a video. There are some tools and techniques that you can use to help enhance your content and your message. So we're going to cover how do you begin, how do you structure your message, and how do you close that creates action. When you see someone present, what you often hear them say right at the start is something along the lines of, "Hello, my name's Alan, and I'm here today to talk to you about." And it's the most boring way to start a presentation. And you see podcasts that start with all about the person who creates the podcast, presentations that start that it's all about the presenter, blog articles that start that's all about the writer. No one cares about you until you've grabbed their attention. So what you need to do right at the start of whatever content you're producing is to grab someone's attention. And the best way to do that is to tell them why they should listen. What's in it for them? What are they going to get out of listening to you? So my number 1 tip for creating content is to start with the why. Why should someone listen to you? So one of the most powerful structures that you can use to put your content into is called a triad. Have you heard of the triads? Not the Chinese mafia. In speaking terms, in writing terms, a triad is a group of 3 things. So you will have heard famous speeches that starts friends, Romans and countrymen. Lend me your ears, and it goes on. Stop, look and listen. Government of the people, for the people and by the people. What's important when you're buying a home? Location, location, location. Memorable things are grouped into 3s. So one of the things you can do with your content is to have a powerful opening and then to structure what comes afterwards with your 3 key points, the 3 things you want people to remember, the 3 key things, the messages you want people to take away. And if you structure things in 3, it makes it memorable for your audience, it makes it simple and easy for you to write it. What are the 2 most important points in any piece of content? It's the very first thing you say, whether it's written in a podcast or a video, that sets the tone for what's coming up ahead and it grabs your audience's attention. And the second most important point is the very last thing you say. It's the close. The close is what inspires action. It's what keeps the conversation with your audience going. It's what creates movement from your content. And if you don't have a valuable close that shows where people goes next, then there's no point creating the content, because the purpose of the content is to create some kind of action with your audience. So what do you want to do at the end of the videos? Well, you could come up with a challenge for your audience and you say, I challenge you to do this. You could say, get in touch for more advice, and you could ask them to speak to you. You could drive them to put comments below. You could ask them to subscribe to your channels. There's so many different actions you could get people to take. But what you have to do at the end of every piece of content, written, podcast or video, is close with a specific action. If you don't do that, you're wasting your time creating content. So Koozai creates a great range of videos for you, and they do stuff on SEO, digital content creation and all sorts of different subjects. So if you sign up to their newsletter, you'll be kept informed of the latest videos and content that'll help you grow your business.